Okay, welcome back. The main effort for today is try and get a lightweight running under its own steam. Had it running the other day, but only for like probably about 5 seconds at a time while I was pouring fuel into the carb. Hence why I set fire to myself because it backfired through the carb. Mrs. wasn't too worried, but she did make sure I had some fire extinguishers at hand for next time I was trying to do it. I've learnt my lesson. I've done it loads and loads of times before, but yeah, it's just one of them things. Anyway, so the other day changed a few bit of starting bits as well, sort of thing. So I changed the starter solenoid. I had to take the heater out, damaged the hoses in the process because they were so brittle. So I've just fudged up a little bit of hose going from the filler, going from this top metal hose here around to the tap on the other side there, just so we're not losing any coolant while it's running. Changed the little hose up, just put another fudged up hose here until I get a permanent one, and just so we're not losing coolant massively. Otherwise I'll get a bit worried. So we changed the solenoid, changed all the spark plugs, new HT leads, new dizzy cap, new condenser. We've got a new contact. I didn't end up with a new contact set because I had a couple in stock. I had a couple in stock, but it turned out to be the wrong ones. I think they must have been for a 25D or a Decelia. I can't remember which one. Because obviously 45D, this one. Okay, and then we've got a coil on the top there, just sat on there. What I'll do is I'll swap. I'm not too sure if this coil's working or not. I think the easiest way is just to chuck another coil on there to start with. So once we get it running nicely, then, well, not nicely, but to a fashion that I can drive it up and down the drive, I'll put this coil back in the system, the old coil, and see if we can get going again. Okay, cheers. So I left it the other day. I think we've got a fueling issue somewhere, so it's either the lift pump or the carb. We'll have to see what it is, and then we'll go from there. So what we've done is we've disconnected the pipe in the back of the lift pump that normally goes from the fuel tank or the tap, if you want to be pedantic, the changeover tap if you want to be pedantic. And we're going, I've got just a fuel pipe going into a little jerry can here next to me. And what we'll do is we'll operate the fuel tap pump mechanically by hand, and then we'll see if this fuel comes out here at the end of the carb. And then that should work out whether the fuel pump's working or not. So let's give that a go. Right, got a little bit fuel coming out of there, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so that makes me think the fuel pump's fine. So let's take that into the carb. So we've got fuel to the carb. I've just connected the battery up. And what we'll do is we'll give it a go. I've got a couple of fire extinguishers on standby, and the rain's just started to come down, hasn't it? So not a great day. All right, give it a try. Right, okay, let's go. Right, we'll stop there and investigate further. So we've poured a little bit of petrol in the carb. I'm just going to see if it keeps going and it manages to suck it through, but I think it might be the carb issue here. So let's give it a try and start it. Right, she's going. I think that's probably died now because probably used up enough fuel in top of the carb, and that's it. So give that a tap and we'll go from there. So somebody said that the floats sometimes get stuck, so and then just give the side of the carb a tap with a hammer. So we're going to give that a try. I think that might be, we'll give it, it's worth a try, and if it doesn't work then we'll just we'll just, what do you call it, we'll just end up rebuilding it, won't we? Or taking the top off and trying to free the float. It's a Solex, not a Zenith. As well, it's a 36i V or 361V. Right. So we're now going under our own steam now, so I'm quite happy with that. Main thing was that the choke wasn't sticking, wasn't holding properly. This is just stuck on the inside, alright, and then the accelerator linkage is actually disconnected. So when I was pumping the pedal on the inside, nothing was happening, so I had to reconnect that and make sure it's right. And I've got a little bit of this spanner in there just to see about holding it there, just to keep it a little bit down. So see how we get on with that. Back to idle. And she's really quite nice actually. I'm quite happy with that. Really happy with that. I don't know when the last time it was started, so that's good for today. I'm going to end up swapping the coils over, see how we get on with this old coil, the original coil, and see where we go from there. But we started, we've got coolant, I'll see how we get on. Yeah, bye. So we've got the coils swapped over, all connected in correctly, and we'll give it a try, shall we? See how we get on. Results, absolutely outstanding, really good. Now we can shift it around. Well, I can't shift it around yet because we'll have to ensure with the clutch, but we're getting there. That's great news.